Keep your eye
Well,
on the
we
sky.
okay. Well, we all know most teens spend plenty of time on social media, but which apps are most popular and just how much time are they spending on their phones?
A new study from the Pew Research Center aims to find those answers. Monica Anderson is Pew's Managing Director of Internet and Technology Research. She joins us now live. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, first of all, how much time are teens spending online? I fear I know the answer, having two teenage boys myself. 3, actually.
Well, the quick answer is a lot, but from our survey, we see that nearly half of teens say that they are online almost constantly, and that number has nearly doubled in a decade.
All right, so then let's talk about what they're doing online. I imagine most of this is social media, but did you look at perhaps, streaming services? Are they on specific websites? What did you find as to their use on online?
So we really focused on a mix of online platforms, from something like YouTube, which 90% of teens say they use. And then we also did kind of more traditional social media sites, like things like TikTok or Instagram, which a majority of teens say they use. But we also wanted to understand things like their use of messaging apps. And we see that actually the share of teens who use WhatsApp has grown in the past 2 years.
So when kids are getting almost all of their information, be it news or health or financial info from YouTube or social media sites, should we be rethinking how we talk to kids and teenagers about being educated consumers of information?
I think that kind of understanding the news information environment, particularly when it comes to misinformation, is definitely a topic that we see that comes up in focus groups when we ask teens about this issue. And I think beyond things like social media, different kind of messaging apps, I do think that there is kind of a growing conversation about the role that AI might play in the information environment, particularly among young people.
Yeah, that makes sense. And as you look through some of this research and some of these numbers, I would imagine it's definitely instrumental in trying to come up with regulation or legislation to make sure that these kids are safe.
We know from other surveys that we've done is that there is a lot of support among adults to have legislation that really centers and thinks about the safety of children. And then even when thinking about specific social media policies, so a majority of Americans are supportive of social media companies doing enhanced age verifications. There's also a majority who support things like having parental consent for minors to even use a social media account.
Alrighty, Monica Anderson from the Pew Research Center confirming what we all knew, and that is teens spend almost all their lives on social media, but the study's really interesting. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yep.
All right. Well, preparing the